Everyone, today we're going to take a look at Yomi. Yomi is a card game that hopes to recreate classic 2D fighting video games in paper form. It's a game that's been out for a few years and has quite the following. Let's take a look at the app and see how it plays and if it meets expectations. The game has a rock, paper, scissors type mechanic. You can attack, block or dodge, or throw. Based on what you do, this will trump another ability, and the hope is to guess what your opponent is going to do. If you attack, you're allowed to issue a combo, playing additional attack cards, hoping to deal more damage to your opponent. You can also knock your opponent over, or use ace cards to unleash special attacks. There are also jokers in your deck, which allow you to stop your opponent's combos, or look for more aces so you can unleash more powerful attacks. Each card in the game can be played two ways. You can use either side of the ability, allowing you to unleash different attacks when the time is right. The interface of the game seems to be done very well. The ability to flip cards and put them out is pretty simple, and the actions are simple. I also love that it walks you through each stage of the game, and unless you turn them off, will give you a quick reminder of what you can do at the different stages. We'll highlight the cards you can use at that stage. You can check out what's left in your opponent's deck in terms of deck size. You can also check out what is in their discard. So all this is available and seems to be really well thought out in helping players understand the game, especially new players like myself. This game features the most advanced online system I think I've ever seen on an iOS app, and it's pretty awesome. You can create games that are real time, or you can watch existing games. So right here we can jump in and see some players and how they're playing. As a new player, this is really helpful since I can see their strategies, understand what's going on. You can switch and view the other player's hand, and many other things. Again, the games are real time. You can even comment on them, and so it actually adds up to a very cool experience. It's something you don't see very much on iOS, and sure, requires you to be online the entire time, but it's extremely fun if you're on an iPad at home and things like that, where you have time to enjoy this experience. The game also features a chat room where you can chat about social things. You can also create your own chat room and invite people to it. It's really advanced and something you don't usually see on iOS, so I definitely think that's worth checking out. As I mentioned, there are other gameplay modes. You can play custom matches, you can play against the AI in survival mode, you can see how you do it against different players and what the overall standings are. You can also purchase new fighters for $10 for 10 new fighters, which seems like a really great deal and a way to expand the experience. Overall, this seems like a lot to do. The tutorial is really well done and explains everything. So if you want to get into Yomi, this really is a great way to do it. I am new to Yomi on iOS and definitely am still learning the game. It seems like there's a lot of skills to learn. I'm definitely enjoying the playing that I'm doing, but I have a long way to go before I can clearly read my opponents. Overall, though, the game is really well done. I hear it mimics the online experience of fantasystrike.com. That I can't speak too much to as I've not played that version, but what I do know is that the game on iOS seems to work really well. It's very clear what you need to do at a given time, and while the interface can feel a little cluttered at times, it does seem like it's presenting all the information when it needs it and when you need access to it. If you're a Yomi fan, I definitely recommend picking this one up. It seems like a no-brainer. If you're new to Yomi, the game seems to be doing a great job at teaching you how to play, and while it will take some time to learn, I think it's definitely an interesting game and presented well here on iOS, so I definitely recommend picking this one up.